You need to stop getting whole milk. You need to convert.
Hell no.
You need to convert.
We need y'all to settle the debate once and for all. Whole milk versus oat milk. This morning we did a little bit of grocery shopping because we're running out. Picked up some juices, things like some biscuits, cinnamon rolls. Got the sauce. Also got some cream cheese from our local bagel shop. Alright, so for the first time throughout my entire experience at college, this is actually the very first semester where I haven't been at a dining hall on a meal plan. And living alone has actually taught me a couple of things about buying your own groceries, cooking your own meals, and not having the comfort of a dining hall where you can just swipe your ID card and get an unlimited buffet for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which actually proved to be very difficult. So for the most part, we have been cooking all of our meals. What do we make for breakfast? We'll usually make things like bagels, bacon, egg, and cheese, some avocado toast, things like that are pretty easy to make. Usually we'll eat a little bit of a late breakfast, so we'll kind of skip lunch, and then for dinner we'll make things like pasta carbonara, sandwiches, ramen noodles we'll cook. What else, babe? Chicken salad we'll make. I mean, I got some pretty mean recipes for some salmons, so for the most part we have been eating pretty well. Getting groceries is definitely a challenging aspect of living alone, but we've been adapting and really only getting the necessities and trying not to splurge on snacks and desserts. Right, Beck? But yeah, gonna cream up this bagel. That was a really weird thing to say. Alright, so the hard thing about living with my girlfriend though is that as similar as we are as people, we actually have very different tastes when it comes to important things. Like our cream cheese for our bagels, completely different.
I like savory.
I like the sweet. We can't agree on the type of milk that we get, so we have to get 2 different cartons of milk.
Wait, just switch over.
What else? She always likes to get the spicy chips. I'm more of the sweet and savory type of guy.
You just can't handle spicy.
Yo, this is not my intention. You cut it like this.
Yeah, I thought
How
you
else am I
could
gonna
half and
cut it?
half, put it together and cut it up.
Alright, so this morning we got some bagels. We've also got some scrambled eggs with chorizo, which is definitely a fire combo. Some coffee, and then some aloe juice. So if you guys know me and have seen the vlogs in the past, you guys will actually realize that I don't really cook that much. And going into 2020, that was a skill that I definitely wanted to develop. And now living on my own, I essentially have no other option than to just cook every meal for ourselves. Becca has been teaching me a lot. I've been learning as a chef. Becca approves of my superior bagel making skills. But yeah, if you haven't learned how to cook, definitely just take it one step at a time. I didn't really know anything going into it, but you just learn different recipes, and in all honesty, you just kind of add whatever makes it taste good, and you just trying and innovating. You know, you gotta be creative when it comes to cooking. Alright, right now it's about 1:15. For the past hour or so, I had a couple of edits. Right now it is the middle of the week, and I actually have a lot of lectures that I need to catch up on. In all honesty, the worst part about online school has definitely been the fact that you need to motivate yourself. You don't have your peers or your classmates or your campus to really reinforce that structure you've had as a student all throughout your time in college. Not having the libraries around you, not having people constantly studying in the dining halls or in the student center, it's something that a lot of people are struggling with, myself included. And especially just forcing myself to set aside chunks of time for me to actually allocate to my schoolwork has proved to be difficult with this flexible schedule system. However, there are a couple of things I've learned throughout my first few weeks of school that I wanted to share with you guys so that you guys can have a great start to your semester. Definitely one of the worst parts about starting off a semester on the wrong foot is that it takes a lot of time to catch up to get to the point that you actually need to be in order to be proactive for your future classes. So stick around for a couple of more tips. However, I do have a lab that I need to attend in about 10 minutes, but stick around because we're going to hit those tips later. I'm about to start my lab, which is for my geo class. It's a class about the climate and the Earth's geography, so it's actually kind of interesting. It just sucks that these labs run for 3 hours long, so I'll check in with you guys in a bit. Alright, so I just finished on my lab. It actually only ran for about an hour and a half, so I got out a little bit early. In addition to that, I had to submit a reading discussion for my psychology class. Basically, every week we're assigned a couple of readings, and you just take one of those articles and summarize it and submit it for our precept discussion. Now, as I've gone through this process, and it's really only my second week of online schooling, there are a couple of things that I've learned along the way that I'm sure many of you guys are struggling with, myself included. Like I said, I'm a student just like any of you guys. Number one, as I mentioned earlier in this video, is going to be time management. Now more than ever, it is really difficult to motivate yourself to just get the shit you need to get done. Like whether you're living at home, whether you're on campus or living with some friends, all these scenarios have the same problem at the end of the day. It has become increasingly harder to focus on your online classes when you're not in school. Now, although I am learning as I go, one of the best ways I've learned to minimize my distractions is to really allocate my day into different chunks of what I have to get done. At its most basic principle, I divide my own life into 3 different categories: work, play, and school. And given the fact that the majority of the lectures for my classes are actually recorded, means that I can watch them in my own time. Now, take this advice with caution, but trust me, don't end up screwing yourself over by not committing to what I'm about to tell you. For me personally, I realized that getting up at 11 a.m., watching one lecture for an hour and a half, waiting another hour, and then watching another lecture for 2 hours is honestly not the most efficient way to go about my day. Rather, I would personally allocate my morning and my afternoon to get a little bit of editing done, answer some emails, eat some breakfast, and have a good start to my day, and then get started on my schoolwork, which would comprise of watching those lectures, doing any homework assignments I need to, and then getting ready for any upcoming lecture. Now, the biggest upside of this entire thing is that I personally am the type of person that just likes to get my information fast, meaning I will watch just about every single lecture in 1.5 speed or 2 times speed. And given that they're recorded also means that I can stop and start whenever I need to, meaning I can take the time to analyze the notes, figure out exactly what the information the professor is conveying is about, synthesize that, and then be able to move on to the next topic. Now, whether or not this process works for you is number one, totally up to your own schedule, and number two is going to be your own motivation. Trust me guys, watching the lectures in real time is going to save you a lot of trouble of having to rewatch the lecture. Maybe you didn't understand a topic and can't ask the professor. So there are pros and cons, you really just have to weigh it out, and also just play it by the class that you're taking. There are some classes where I definitely need to be in person, such as the lab that I took today, but there are others where I can definitely learn it on my own time. So that's honestly the biggest thing I've learned about online schooling. If any of you guys have any tips or tricks, definitely leave it in the comments down below. I'm struggling just as much as you are. It's really hard to switch over to this academic mentality when we really just had 3 months of just chilling at the house. So trust me guys, you're not alone. We'll get through this together. And as I learn more about this process, I will share with you guys along the way. But I wrapped up all the schoolwork I need to get done. Now, like I said, I'm gonna allocate my time to a couple of work things I need to get done and then edit a couple new videos. Green Venom. I never thought I'd see the day I'm drinking almond milk. Alright, if you saw in a previous vlog, I got my screen repaired at the Apple store, so it's looking brand spanking new. I want to keep it that way, so I'm going to be installing a glass screen protector. In addition to that, I have a special phone case that is going to be releasing pretty soon. I don't want to shut the fuck up, Nick. Sometimes I thought like shut the fuck up. Alright, this one right here is just an invisible shield by Zag. If you watched the previous video, I hate installing screen protectors, but I'm gonna do my best to get no bubbles or dirt. But already off to a bad start. Alright guys, pretty successful installation. I think there's something so satisfying about a perfect screen protector. Maybe I should just start an ASMR screen. Alright, I didn't realize that I actually had an assignment that is due tomorrow, and that's definitely something that's bit me in the butt because I definitely could have got this done over the weekend, but I'm definitely regretting that now. so we have a little unboxing to do. There are some products that I needed to pick up that have arrived to our apartment. First off, I needed a hairdryer, so I got this travel-sized Revlon. Alright, these two packages, I think I know what they are. Oh, no way, finally. Alright, so if you didn't know, I actually lost one of my AirPods Pro, so I haven't been able to listen to these as a complete set, but I finally got the replacement in. Feels so much better. But then the other crazy thing is that I actually broke the AirPods of my second generation one. I just completely stepped on it, so I had to get that one repaired too. So I'm swapping out the old one that was busted, and I can finally replace it with this new one. Having my AirPods finally work is a blessing. I literally have not been able to properly listen to music. Since I've been working a lot on the go and I actually left my mouse at home, I wanted to pick up a more portable option. Decided to go for the Apple Magic Mouse. Ooh, this thing is clean. I got it in this space gray color to match my laptop. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Yo, this is fire. Becca, come here. Alright, since it's our anniversary, I have a little something. Close your eyes. Open this. Surprise! Surprise!
Oh my gosh. I want to try it on.
Try it on.
So these are the pants that I've been eyeing from J. Crew because they were on sale. And I was bummed out because there wasn't a J. Crew near me that I could go to get it. So this man bought some for me.
Ooh, they look nice.
Yeah. They're like nice material. It's like not too thick. It's like wide leg and stretchy. Aw, thanks, baby.
Try it on.
Okay.
Wow.
Perfect length.
Wow, they look great. Literally every time I travel, I never want to bring a big hairdryer, so I just picked this one up. It was like 10 bucks on Amazon, but I'm just looking for a portable hairdryer. Alright, that's gonna wrap it up for this video.